guys very much for coming out and joining us today. A special thank you to our student athletes and to their families for being with us today. This is this really is the most exciting part of what we do, is to see our student athletes get the opportunity to move on and continue their playing careers as long as their educational careers and moving forward as well. So this is an exciting part of what we get to do as an athletic department and as a school. So we're excited for each of the three of them and for the families. It's an exciting time in all of our lives, I know that. So at this point, I'm just going to turn it over to Coach Cummings just for a couple general comments, and then we'll move forward.
And as these three folks know, and Mr. Shadley asked me to talk a little bit about the recruiting process, and for any athlete that has a desire to go and play athletics at another level, whether it's Division I, Division II, there's NAIA now that's emerging in the state of Michigan, Division III or junior college athletics. It's quite a process, and the process starts very early. It's not like it is in the movies where people just all of a sudden, University of Michigan's knocking on your door and says, we want you to come play for us. It's a decision, it's a commitment that you make and that you pursue with a concentrated effort over years and years of hard work. The one thing that I continue to get from college football coaches is you don't earn a college scholarship without those colleges seeing you play. The colleges that I've had a chance to work with in the years that I've been a coach here, you have to go to camp and you have to showcase your talents. You have to find some initial exposure with our football players. I submit our football players to a general database, and from there it goes out. So it is quite the process. And so that's, again, if you are a young athlete and you want to someday sit at a table like these three are today, it has to be a decision and a commitment that you make early and that you stick to. These three, you guys know that these three individuals have worked very hard to be able to sit at the table where they're at right now. And they're very deserving to be here. And the athletes that you've been able to come in and see sign their letters of intent over the past years. But I think it's also important that even as it is a dream, it's a very real dream. It's something that you're able to accomplish. But again, it's something you have to dedicate yourself towards. So, and you have some people willing to help you in these schools. Mr. Shadley has a wealth of knowledge. But if that's something you want to do, go and do it. Just understand the process that goes into it as well. That's all.
Right.
Turn back over to Mr. Shadley.
Perfect. And I appreciate that. And like Coach Cummings said, it's it's a culmination of the hard work that these guys put in, that their coaches put in. But I mean, most of all, it's the student athletes. It's up to them to take ownership and decide that this is what they want to do, because it's a job. It's a job. It's not just go to school and come home. It's putting in the extra hours during the school year and the off season, on the weekends, whatever it takes. And these guys know that very well. And that's why they're making these decisions. So at this point, we'll let you guys know where they've decided to pursue their careers in college, and we'll go one at a time. We've got two moving forward playing football and one playing soccer, so that's very exciting. So at this point, we'll start with Nick, and he can let us know where he's going and what he's playing.
I'm going to Northwood. I'll be playing running back.
All right, Jake.
I'll be going to Ferris State University, playing O-line.
Paige.
Well, I don't have a fancy little hat like that, but I'm going to the University of Findlay in Ohio.
Congratulations. What was this whole process like for you?
Well, on top of being stressful, it's just kind of like a fun experience to go through, because not very many kids get to go through this, so it was just kind of fun to be able to go through this whole experience overall. So
You talked about having a homey feel. Can you explain that a little further?
Just I like small campuses. I don't want to be just another number at the university. I want to be a student. I want teachers to know my name, and I really liked that it was like a small campus, and I would be able to get to know the students and the teachers, and so yeah, that's just kind of like homey to me.
Do you expect to play right away?
I'm not just right off the bat thinking I'm starting, but I'm expecting to play my first season, yes.
you got the season coming up here in the
Yeah.
spring. How much of a relief is it for you to, kind of have this weight off your shoulders?
Just kind of like a huge weight off my shoulders. I mean, it just feels really good to have it all gone. I'm still really like looking forward and pushing through to get through the season. I'm really excited to be able to work with this team one last time and just hopefully get it done.
Congratulations. Talk about just, weight off your shoulders. It says.
Oh, it's a big relief. I mean, everybody all the way up till this day has been going through a lot. I mean, this whole process of recruiting is crazy. I didn't know it was like this, but I'm glad it's off my shoulders.
What set Northwood apart?
Just the way the coaches treated me. They treated me like they were always calling me, checking in on me, making sure I was doing all right, and asking how the basketball season was going. So they made me feel very welcome and already felt like a part of the family. And I haven't been signed yet, but now that I have, they're going to treat me a lot better than they have.
What are your goals in the first year? I mean, have they told you they're going to redshirt you, or are you going to go in and you think you're going to start, or what's the?
Well, I think they told me that it's very rare for a freshman to play, so I'm guessing I'll be redshirted. So I'm hoping just to put some weight and some speed on and let my body recover until the season starts.
How excited were you to go through that process? You said it was stressful, but I gotta think there's a part of you that says, hey, this is kind of cool that schools want me.
Well, it was fun going to all the camps and stuff because I love the game of football and I got to play it, so that's just my love.
Congratulations. Just first of all, talk about just the relief that you have of, picking a school, and you don't have to worry about that anymore.
It's very nice. I mean, Ferris State's a great pick for me. I love the whole program and coaching staff. Great guys, great program. We're on the uprise right now. And when I committed, it was just a big relief off my shoulders. Just being committed to a school and knowing you're going to go play ball is a nice feeling.
Do you expect to play right away? Have they told you one way or the other?
Well, I mean, the way Coach Anise does it is, if you're better than the guys that on the field, then you're going to play. I mean, they don't want to waste time with red shirts, and they haven't talked about red shirt, but I mean, I'm just going to go in and work, and whatever happens, happens. If I get red shirt, I get it. If I play, I play.
What's it like to be wanted by a lot of different schools?
It's a good feeling. I mean, knowing that you have options, but I think the biggest thing for people is, and especially for me, was knowing that you had that one school that you really like. I mean, you can always have a lot of options, but if you don't have your one favorite, then it's hard to pick from.
What set Ferris apart?
The fact that it's so close to home, and when I was a kid, I used to go watch Ferris games with my dad, and so much, I've done so much for this community, and I want to just keep giving back. And Ferris, to me, I've always wanted to play there and be a Bulldog, and it's a dream come true, really.